Then, मतलब gentlemen, I will say कि we all are in an age group where we can learn driving, and driving is an essential part. Hence, we can make a story on driving, I think.
If you can observe the picture, then you will see that there is one car between the junction. So it's more about the traffic situation. According to the Prabhadet story, I have no issue, but your story should revolve around the pictures.
Just a quiet reminder that the left lane of each and every lane which is presented here is empty, whether you see it in front or whether you see it back. And I think that the lane which are two in front, the cars are directly passing. So the car which I was telling you in the middle is actually the car who will pass by the left lane of the first lane.
So we can make our main character as a traffic SP who has installed the sensors in this traffic system.
You can make them as a student, and they proposed a prototype model that if some ambulance is there, तो उसके लिए फिर वो lane उस हिसाब से करेगा. And if other vehicles are there, then based on the number and the last opened lane, and on the basis of that, it will open it again, है ना? So that equating each and every time, है ना? मतलब for everybody, the time is equal. Air Force में recommend होने के लिए ये story चलेगी भाई.
सही बात है.
High level story.
So Raghav 21, BTech final year student, was called for an interview for which he had applied. In the way, he got stuck in the traffic. He got off the taxi, talked with the traffic police out there, but got to know that it will take time. So he paid the fare charge of the taxi and left to the nearby metro station, taking a brisk walk. He quickly bought the ticket, and then reached the desired location. He then, after reaching there in time, he gave his interview confidently and was happy with his performance. Weeks later, he got the mail of his selection. He happily joined and embarked on the new journey.
Nikhil, where's your story?
Okay. So I made this story, the Raghav 24, a college going student on his way to college, on his way to his home after returning from the college, where he saw one of the ambulance stuck in the traffic jam. By understanding the urgency of the situation, first of all he informed about the ambulance stuck in the traffic jam to the nearby traffic police, and he himself talked and convinced the car drivers in the traffic jam to take the sides and use the extra footpath just to let that ambulance take the path to the nearby hospital. And the traffic police also cooperated, and he stopped the one side just to pass that ambulance out of the traffic, and this is how he helped that patient and tackled the urgency of the situation. Thank you.
Okay, so my story is like Amit 22 wanted to learn driving. Hence he applied for online driving license, and after giving online test he got learning license. Thereafter he joined driving school and learned how to drive carefully. After gap of 3 months he got good confidence over his driving skills, and then he applied for the final test for the driving license. As he waited in the line, he observed many vehicles on road and some confusion at signal. He carefully followed all the instructions, checked the mirror, maintained lane discipline, and navigated turns smoothly. After the final driving test, he passed the exam, and he paid the fees for the online driving license for the home delivery of the driving license. And after the issuance, he took his parents to the trip to Gorakshnath temple in Gorakhpur.
So Sukhad, have you written the story, something?
Some of the part I have written. So my basic crux of the story is that Rahul 21 was going to college. So there was a traffic, so he found it taking too much time. So he, along with his friend, came out from the auto to clear the traffic. Firstly, he stopped right side vehicles and let other side of vehicle to go from there, and asked two-wheelers to go from the sides. Then, with a coordinated effort along with his friend, he make the road clear, and with the auto he reached the college on time. Later, he wrote a letter to the traffic police for the traffic constable to that location, and some other location where such type of traffic situation are also there. And with this effort, authority has taken action, and the traffic constable was positioned there for maintaining these situations.
Okay. Now the discussion on the common story would be start.
Then,
So
मतलब gentlemen, I will say कि we all are in an age group where we can learn driving, है ना? Driving is an essential part. Hence, we can make a story on driving, I think.
so what are the actions that would be added according to you?
And you are in my story. If you will follow, then I am applying for driving license in my story. Hence, how to apply for a driving license? What are the steps I have taken? How to pass it? And then after passing, what are the steps I am taking? And that I am taking my family to the trip.
So Praveen, what is the led to the suggestion to your story?
Yeah, this is the problem with the Prabha story, that it is
This
not going
the
with
one
led
thing
to
simple
situation.
is that led to the situation like this picture where simply when he was going for the driving test, he saw a confusion in the nearby Choraha because of traffic signal, but he doesn't lose his calm because he was already giving a test during that time, and he followed all the instructions clearly.
Yeah.
And I looked at
So
the
basically
mirror,
the main character applied. Basically, the main character applied for the driving license. Okay. And he went for the driving test and he encountered such traffic jam. So how he maintained his composure, and then what is the next step he will take? What is the actions from that? When you read the
Okay,
picture
so
after the
what I have
current
written,
happening.
he he carefully followed all the instructions. For example, checked mirror, maintained lane discipline, navigated the turn smoothly, है ना? Also kept a check on the speed. ये सब कर सकते हो और क्या
But
करोगे?
according to me, this is just something. Hey, you can speak, Sukhat. You can speak.
So according to if you can observe the picture, then you will see that there is one car between the junction. So it's more about the traffic situation. According to the Prabhadet story, I have no issue, but your story should revolve around the pictures. You are taking the driving license scene, but if it was just a person is driving the car, then that story can be the much suitable.
Yeah.
But right now here the problem of the traffic is much relevant, and as Akash has made a story over that he was going for the interview, and this is okay. This is much relatable. That yes, there is a traffic scene which is included in the picture. So what my perspective is that in this story the traffic situation must be included. So your main theme should revolve around
This is
only
why.
that.
This is
So
why.
driving license, including traffic,
Gentlemen,
should
This
not
is why I
have
have added the point that how is
just
handling the
a
traffic.
quiet reminder that the left lane of each and every lane which is presented here is empty. Whether you see it in front or whether you see it back. And I think that the lane which are two in front, the cars are directly passing. So the car which was telling you in the middle is actually the car who will pass by the left lane of the first lane, है ना?
It
And
may
then it
be
will go
it may
across.
be stopped,
Because
or
there's no
it
but
car.
may
it is
be
obstructing. But it is obstructing the way
No.
for the car which is going left
But
side.
But
We
Sukhat,
will
It
see.
may happen. It
but
may happen that
we
the
can see
light
over
for
here. We can see over
light
here.
for the
There's a
signals
traffic
can be
light
red, है ना?
over
For
there.
this.
So it may be something that towards that direction the red light is on, or it is the traffic like cars are passing by the other side. It may
Because
be,
in
but
the three,
just point.
in the starting of the three lanes, है ना? In the three lanes which you'll see, then the cars are standing at the right position, but only
अच्छा भाई,
one
ठीक
lane
है.
is running, है ना?
एक पॉइंट है भाई, मतलब मेरे को पॉइंट है. जैसे तूने बोला तो ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा है, तो वहाँ पे जो ड्राइविंग टेस्ट होता है ना, वो पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन पे होता है. आई डोंट थिंक
Yeah,
कि तेरे को रोड पे
there's a proper
चलाना है.
location.
But
हाँ.
when in the
Gentlemen, I got one idea.
in the final
Gentlemen, I
test,
got one idea that
बताओ
it can be very positive story. It can be very positive story. As Prabhadeep has mentioned that the left lane is very totally empty, and there is a no policeman or traffic constable. It is here, so we can make our main character as a traffic SP who has installed sensors in this traffic system. So the automate with the help of that sensor, so there is no physical presence of constable is required in the afternoon time. So with that sensor, he can monitor all the traffic situation and all the signals control. So with this automation, he has improved the traffic problem, and those what you can say that when you are over speeding, your challan will be there online. So how he is including these technology in his areas, we can write a story over there.
What
Sure,
is the
Sukrit.
post?
I mean,
What is the
what we
post?
want to say is the
What was
story
his
which you want
post?
to make is the story what
I
he's
couldn't hear.
proposing is
Yeah,
that
traffic SP.
online.
Traffic SP. Main character.
Is there any
You
traffic?
can also make them as a BTech graduate, and they proposed a model, है ना? And then it was a prototype which is
But
presented there by using IoT sensors, artificial
Yeah.
intelligence. और इसको तुम स्टोरी बना
This
सकते
can be also good. हाँ, ये ज्यादा सही लगेगा. ट्रैफिक एसपी से अच्छा ये ज्यादा
बट
सही है.
ट्रैफिक एसपी का पोस्ट होता है सच्ची, मुझे मैं सुना नहीं था कभी.
हो. ट्रैफिक पुलिस.
हाँ, होता है. ट्रैफिक पुलिस होती है.
So you can make them as a student,
So-
and they proposed a prototype model that if some ambulance is there, तो उसके लिए फिर वो लेन उस हिसाब से करेगा. And if other vehicles are there, then based on the number and the last opened lane, and on the basis of that, it will open it again, है ना? So that equating each and every time, है ना? मतलब for everybody the time is equal. ऐसा कुछ करके मॉडल वगैरह अप्लाई करेंगे.
हाँ, ये सही है.
So keep adding more action on it and make a good story about it.
तो
Like the action
right,
that Prabhadit have said.
Pravadit,
ऐसा कर सकते हैं. We can include AI in it. That
हाँ,
how using AI and sensors,
Yes,
how
yes.
this is happening.
बन जाएगा भाई. एयरफोर्स में रिकमेंड होने के लिए ये स्टोरी चलेगी भाई.
सही बात है.
हाई लेवल स्टोरी.
आर्मी में
पर हाँ यार, एयरफोर्स guy generally take technical persons, मतलब they take very easily, मतलब there is a high chance of getting recommended in FCAT entry will be there for the technical person.
सही है भाई. सब
Okay.
टेक्निकली यहाँ भाई.
भाई.
So we'll move to the next story.
नाम क्या है?
Next picture.
ठीक है.